Great Ape, Wisaru in their native tongue. This primal transformation was first glimpsed alongside a young Goku in the early days of Dragon Ball, but its true nature didn't fully reveal itself until Vegeta's arrival on Earth in the Saiyan saga, for any Saiyan with an intact tail. Exposure to a full moon or an artificial source of Blutz waves, those mysterious lunar energies triggers a nightmarish change. Their body balloons to towering heights, first sprouts across their frame, and they morph into a colossal ape-like behemoth. This form doesn't just alter their appearance, it multiplies their base power by a staggering tenfold, turning them into walking engines of annihilation. In Wisaru form, Saiyans gain devastating new abilities. They can fire mouth beams, searing energy blasts from their jaws that carve through mountains like butter. Their earth-shaking roars alone can level landscapes, sending shockwaves that crumble castles and scatter armies. Here's where it gets interesting. Not all Saiyans handle this power the same way. Elite warriors like Vegeta retain full control, using the form strategically to dominate foes. He even created an artificial moon during his invasion of Earth, transforming mid-battle to overwhelm the Z fighters. In contrast, less experienced Saiyans, like a young Goku, lose all rationality, becoming pure instinctual destroyers driven by bloodlust. The destructive potential of the Great Ape is no joke. Remember when Goku, under Pilaf's scheme, accidentally razed Emperor Pilaf's castle to the ground? That was just a taste. During the Saiyan saga, Gohan's sudden Wisaru transformation turned the tide against Vegeta, smashing him across the battlefield until Yaroba severed the boy's tail to end the rampage. But for all its raw might, the form has glaring weaknesses. Destroy the moon or the Blutz wave source, and the transformation reverses instantly. The massive size makes them lumbering targets for agile low opponents, and that tail, it's still a weak point. Squeeze it hard enough, and the pain snaps them right out of the form, as Piccolo demonstrated against a teen Gohan. These vulnerabilities, combined with the Saiyans' eventual mastery of far superior states, made the Great Ape obsolete over time. It was a brutal reminder of their alien heritage, a tool for planetary conquest that the Z fighters learned to fear and counter. Yet, it laid the groundwork for everything that followed, proving that Saiyan power was always tied to the moon's cruel cycle. Fast forward to the Frieza saga on Namek, and we witnessed the birth of a legend that would redefine Dragon Ball forever. Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan. Goku achieves this form in a blaze of fury after Frieza brutally murders Krillin, his best friend. It's the fulfillment of a 1,000-year-old Saiyan myth, a golden warrior who rises against impossible odds. Visually, it's unmistakable. Goku's hair erupts into wild, upright spikes of brilliant gold, his eyes shift to a piercing teal, and a fierce golden aura crackles around him like living lightning. This isn't just a cosmetic change. It multiplies the user's base power by an overwhelming 50 times, granting speed that blurs the line between reality and afterimage, strength to shatter planets, and energy attacks that could vaporize armies. Unlocking Super Saiyan demands a perfect storm, intense emotional trauma like Goku's rage-fueled heartbreak, paired with a pure heart, whether heroic or villainous. Once triggered, it becomes accessible at will, though early uses often spike with uncontrolled anger, making the user a whirlwind of emotion. Goku's fight against Frieza is pure cinematic gold. He toys with the tyrant, dismantling his forms with casual punches and kamehameha that shake Nank to its core. This moment didn't just save the day, it became the defining scene of the series, etched into fan lore. The form spread like wildfire. Future Trunks arrived on Earth, flashing Super Saiyan to obliterate Mecha, Frieza, and King Cold, shocking the Z fighters with its legend made real. Vegeta, never the prideful prince, clawed his way to it through grueling training in a gravity chamber, pushing his body to the breaking point on a distant planet. His first transformation against Android 19 was a cathartic roar of validation, but it drained him fast, highlighting the form's stamina tax. Goku and Gohan later refined it into full-power Super Saiyan by living in the state constantly during hyperbolic time chamber sessions. This mastery stripped away the emotional volatility and energy waste, letting them fight indefinitely at peak efficiency. It was a game-changer in the Cell saga, especially for Gohan's climactic showdown. Super Saiyan proved that Saiyan limits were illusions, but the Z fighters weren't done evolving. As the android threat loomed, Vegeta and Future Trunks pushed further in the hyperbolic time chamber, birthing Super Saiyan Grade 2, also called Ascended Super Saiyan. This was their first stab at transcending the original form's ceilings, bulking up muscle mass for raw power while keeping the golden hair and aura, now sharper and laced with bioelectric sparks. It roughly doubles the strength of standard Super Saiyan, turning strikes into seismic events and energy blasts into cataclysms. Battle senses sharpen, reactions quicken, and every punch lands like a meteor. Vegeta's unveiling against semi-perfect Cell is legendary. He pummels the bio-android into retreat, forcing Cell to absorb Android 18 for perfection. Trunks mirrored it shortly after, but the form's flaws doomed it. That extra bulk tanks speed and agility, making users predictable slugs in a fight. Energy drain accelerates, burning stamina like wildfire. Cell exploited this mercilessly, dodging Vegeta's haymakers while lecturing on balance. Both Saiyans ditched it soon after, deeming it a brute force dead end rather than true progress. Grade 2 taught a harsh lesson. Power without finesse is a liability. Undeterred, Trunks took it to the extreme with Super Saiyan Grade 3 or Ultra Super Saiyan during his rematch with Perfect Cell. This form cranks muscle hypertrophy to grotesque levels, shoulders and arms swell like balloons, hair stiffens into jagged spikes, and the aura roars with intensified electricity. It's quadruple standard Super Saiyan power, briefly eclipsing even Cell's perfection in raw output. Trunks charged in, fists flying with planet-cracking force, but the trade-off was catastrophic. Mobility plummeted to a crawl. He couldn't land a hit if his life depended on it. Cell danced circles around him, mocking the flaw of unchecked bulk. The strain ravaged Trunks' body and stamina, rendering it a one-and-done spectacle. No one touched Grade 3 again, proof that sometimes the pursuit of more leads straight to ruin. This is where Goku in Gohan's full power Super Saiyan shines as the real breakthrough. Forged in the time chamber's isolation, it ditches the graded form's pitfalls for elegance. Visually subtle, the aura calms to a serene flame. The body relaxes amid the gold. It's about mastery, not mutation. By treating Super Saiyan like a baseline state, they erase the mental fog, emotional spikes, and stamina bleed. Power stays at the 50x baseline, but efficiency skyrockets, precise Kai control for surgical strikes, endless endurance for marathons of mayhem. Gohan's version powered his Cell game's domination, letting him toy with the monster and its spawn without breaking a sweat. When rage pushed him to Super Saiyan 2, this foundation made the leap seamless. Full power proved transformations evolved through discipline, not just desperation. And speaking of that next level, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan unlocked at mid-Cell games, ignited by Android 16's selfless sacrifice and Cell's taunts slaughtering his friends. Great Ape Wisaru, the form doubles Super Saiyan's might to 100x base, with hair spiking wilder, eyes flashing teal lightning, and an aura crackling like a thunderstorm. Speed and instincts honed to predatory sharpness. Kai control refines into something surgical. Gohan's debut, a massacre. He eviscerates the Cell JRS like pests, then turns Cell into a punching bag, his Kamehameha nearly erasing the villain from existence. Mug and Vegeta later wielded it against Goku in their sacrificial showdown, clashing auras that split the sky. Achieving SSJ2 demands either soul-crushing emotion or brutal training, and sustaining it taxes even elites. Yet it shattered the legendary ceiling, hinting at infinite Saiyan ascent. It redefined potential, showing Super Saiyan was just the spark. Goku escalated the drama with Super Saiyan 3 against Majin Buu, unveiling a form that screams apocalypse. His eyebrows vanish, golden hair cascades to his waist in flowing waves, brow ridges furrow like ancient stone, and the aura erupts in a maelstrom of electricity that quakes the planet at 400x base power. It's a force of nature. Electromagnetic storms rage globally upon activation, and Goku's Dragon Fist pierces Buu like divine judgment. The energy projection bends reality, blasts that could unravel stars, but oh, the cost. In a living body, SSJ3 devours stamina like a black hole. Goku barely lasts minutes against Kid Buu. Even Gotenks, fused with boundless kid energy, strains under it. The form's theatrical flair, earth-shattering entry, world-shaking roars, belies its unsustainability, turning potential triumphs into tragic teases. It was a bold experiment in excess, but one that begged for balance. Enter the divine era with Super Saiyan God. Introduced in Battle of Gods, this crimson revelation required a ritual. 6 righteous Saiyans channeling energy into one. Fulfilling Beerus' ancient prophecy, Goku emerges slimmer, hair aflame, in ruby red aura. Calm inferno, without the golden fury. No muscle bloat, just streamlined godly chi that predicts movements, heals wounds, and manipulates energy with ethereal grace. Power rivals gods, clashing with Beerus in universe-trembling exchanges that crack dimensional barriers. Unlike rage-born forms, SSJ God demands purity and ritual, but Goku and Vegeta internalized it through wisest training, tapping divine essence at will. Its tranquility shifted Saiyan philosophy, from berserk might to refined technique. Goku's bout with Beerus showcased universe-scale precision, holding back planetary annihilation through sheer control. This form bridged mortal and divine, unlocking godly Kai as a baseline for evolutions ahead. Saiyans weren't just fighters parameters anymore, they were touching the infinite. Layering Super Saiyan atop this divinity birthed Super Saiyan Blue, or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Goku and Vegeta unlocked it during Viz regimen, fusing godly calm with Saiyan ferocity. Hair and aura shift to electric blue, the body lean and luminous, power eclipses SSJ3's raw output while inheriting God's efficiency. Microscopic Kai regulation prevents waste, enabling prolonged God-slaying duels. In the Tournament of Power, it was their staple, Goku stacking it with Kaioken for multipliers up to 20x Vegeta, evolving it through unyielding pride. Blue's tactical edge shines against deities. It counters stamina woes, allowing creative flares like Goku's Spirit Bomb integration. Mastery demands flawless focus. Any lapse triggers a power nosedive. Vegeta's pride-fueled variant and Goku's hybrid experiments prove Saiyan ingenuity thrives, even at godhood, with growth forever boundless. In the multiverse madness of Dragon Ball Super's Future Trunks saga, despair forged Super Saiyan Rage. Future Trunks taps it against Goku Black and Zamasu, his timeline's apocalypse fueling a storm of will. Hair spikes aggressively in blue-tinged gold, dual auras layer Golden Fury with blue electricity, bio-discharges rivaling SSJ2 on steroids. It pressures fused Zamasu, a feat solo Goku and Vegeta couldn't match, channeling survivor hopes into a spirit sword that rends immortality. Born of grief and guardianship, Rage defies quantification. Drawing from emotional infernos, Trunks slash through Zamasu, iconic catharsis, a blade of pure resolve. Its volatility makes it unpredictable, but in crisis it's unmatched, a testament to heart over hierarchy. Goku's fusion of blue with Kaioken during the Universe 6 tournament against hit Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Thought impossible Kyoken strain plus Blue's drain. This hybrid thrives on Blue's control. The serene blue aura ignites crimson. Hair purples at edges. Muscles subtly bulk with chaotic sparks. Multipliers hit 20x. Warping time with hit strikes, but risks abound. Prolonged use invites agony, Kai backlash, and organ failure. Goku's tactical bursts against Jiren later highlight its flexibility. A high-stakes gamble blending mortal fire with divine ice. Then came Ultra Instinct, Dragon Ball's martial pinnacle, debuted in the Tournament of Power against Jiren. This isn't mere power, it's enlightenment. Goku's silver-haired mastered form gleams with a silver-white aura, body moving autonomously. Dodges and counters flow Saiyan's thought, evading God's gazes. Speed, strength, and chi amplify efficiently, clashing with Jiren in reality. Fracturing dances, Moro's sorcery, and Gas's cunning achieving it empty the mind. Embrace instinct. A Zen torment even Beerus envies early flickers drain Goku. Full mastery eludes, taxing body and soul his arc with wise and Maris refines it, but Ultra Instinct redefines combat. Not stronger, but untouchable. Goku personalized it in the Granola arc as true Ultra Instinct against Gas. Ditching emotionless detachment, it weaves Saiyan spirit, grins, growls into silver flow, aura pulses with passionate divinity, sustainable and authentic against Gas. Goku's instinctive creativity trumps cult precision, embodying his joyful warrior soul. Its evolution incarnate, technique bent to personality. Vegeta countered with Ultra Ego in the same arc, trained by Beerus to embrace destruction's thrill. Hair spikes purple, aura smokes like violet flames unique. It thrives on pain, damage and battle lust amplify power. Injuries fueling Hakai blasts that erase existence against Granola and Gas. Blows that should fell him instead escalate his fury. Heki orbs disintegrating foes, but it's double-edged. Over-reliance Cortez collapse, and its destructive mindset tempts recklessness. Vegeta's pride finds harmony in chaos. A god's path diverging from Goku's serenity proves Saiyans conquered divinity their way, diving into Dragon Ball GT. The golden Great Ape bridges primal and pinnacle. On planet Tuffle, Goku's Super Saiyan tail absorbs Blood's waves, fur gilding golden, eyes crimson. Initial rampage echoes Uiz Oru, savagery, but Pan's plea restores control. A golden colossus with Super Saiyan might, smashing foes with atomic precision. This hybrid demands tail and SSJ aptitude, a stepping stone to greater glory. Super Saiyan 4 Crowns, GT Legacy. Goku ascends from Golden Great Ape via Pan's bond. Crimson fur sheathes his frame. Black hair reverts wild. Tail sways as power conduit, no stamina curse. 400x plus base surges endlessly. Primal ki blending with intellect for agile devastation. It responds to Blood's waves voluntarily, but Tail's absence bars entry. Goku's debut against baby Vegeta, a Redford whirlwind, outpacing shadows with Vegeta. Omega Shenron falls to fused might. SSJ4 honors heritage, controlled fury, tireless, a Saiyan apex unbound Exclusively Goku Blacks in Super Saiyan Rosé blooms from divine corruption. Pink hair and aura evoke cherry blossoms, power matching blue with innate godly finesse. Black crafts Kai blades like the energy Sith, slashing space-time rifts. Scythe of Sorrow rends dimensions as Zamasu's vessel. Black skips mortal hurdles. His justice twisted elegance terrifying against Trunks and fused Goku Vegeta. Rosé's weapons pierce immortals, a rose-tinted nightmare of perfection. Finally, the legendary Super Saiyan, manga's berserk rarity. Once per millennium, Broly embodies it. Endless energy floods his golden bulk, a slaughter-loving force from ancient tales beyond grades 2-3. It's Super Saiyan's primal truth, rage unbound, power infinite. Broly's rampage in DBS, Broly levels worlds. His LSSJ form the saga's cataclysm, echoing legends where destruction is destiny.